Welcome back to My Block Jags. I am Denero Scurry, and I'm coming to you again with another Loser Monday. I think this makes 10 in a row, 9 in a row. I can't even remember how many games, but we took another L again yesterday to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 27-3. Jacksonville came out really with no expectations to win this game. Nationally, everyone looked at the schedule from how the season's been going. No one expected us to win this game. The fan base, Steelers, nobody. The stadium was full of Steeler fans, terrible towels all over the place, and the Jaguars did exactly what everyone was expected. I mean, we didn't do shit. 27-3. We end up getting one field goal from our new kicker, McLaughlin or something like that. I can't remember his name, but at first, we actually looked like we were doing a little something. We scored first, 3-0, and I think we held them their first two drives where they had to punt, and our defense kind of held them at first for a little bit, and then after that, Big Ben did his thing. I ain't even write down his stats because it's no point. Big Ben did his thing. He threw the ball. Chase Poole, he called a touchdown, nice touchdown. Juju did a nice celebration for Juju for his birthday, and yeah, man, they Steelers did what they came to do. They're undefeated for a reason. That's their team. Mike Tomlin has a good squad up there. But let's get into these Jaguars. Jake Luton, this guy was throwing it to everybody but Chark, but Cole, but the Jaguar players. Threw 4 interceptions, and some of them it was just like, bro, who are you throwing to? Like, he has so much arm power, and I tweeted this during the game. He literally reminds me of Brian Leftwich. He reminds me of Brian Leftwich because I don't know if anybody remembers when he used to throw the ball so hard. Brian Leftwich had a crazy arm, strong arm, but he didn't have touch, and his accuracy wasn't there. But he would throw the ball so hard to where it would pick up velocity as it goes. So as it goes, it's picking up, and it just sails. It would just always sail, or all his passes were just too high. And that was Jake Luton yesterday. He was just throwing these balls like too hard, too fast, no touch, and the balls were just going everywhere but the Jaguars. I mean, he threw 4 interceptions. Minshew ain't never throw 4 interceptions. I don't even think sorry ass Bortles threw 4 interceptions in a game. But for whatever reason, Luton just felt like just letting that bitch ride. He was just slinging it, and we got 4 interceptions. He was 16 of 37 for 151 yards. The passing game wasn't there because every time we'll get it going, interception. And what is strange is how we did not throw Mike Glennon in. Like, at one point, are you going to sit there and say, all right, Luton, you had enough. Let's just calm down and let Mike Glennon get in. Like, why would you just keep him in so he can get worse and worse? Literally, we kept him into the 4th, and he threw another interception. So it's just like, what's the point of even playing him that much? If you know what I'm saying, I don't get the strategy with plans when someone plays this bad. Why keep them in if Mike Glennon is supposed to be the veteran backup that we have, and he's supposed to be the number 2, and the number 3 jumped over the number 2 to start. When the number 3 is playing bad, why would you not throw in the veteran number 2? Just doesn't make sense. James Robinson had a good game for what it's worth. He had 17 carries for 73 yards. If we wasn't down by so much, he would have easily had over 100 yards. Easily had over 100 yards rushing. One thing I do say, our offensive running game is there. Our offensive running game is there. James Robinson, he is that guy. He's a very interesting guy. He's a very exciting guy to watch. He's better than Fournette. It took me a while to sit there and try to figure out why did they let Fournette go outside of money. And his vision is way better than Fournette. At first, I was like, I mean, he's kind of, to be honest, his numbers part at the end of the season is going to looks just like Fournette's last year. But to me, his vision is better, and the fact that he can get in the touchdown, he can get touchdowns. That's the reason why they went with him. But my honest opinion, we just need to be a run first team Since the quarterback isn't there and the offense and can't nobody stop us when we run the ball, there's no sense for us to continue trying to make something that ain't there. Luton ain't the guy. Minshew ain't the guy. Mike Glennon, I guess y'all just want Buddy to just sit there and suck up a check because y'all ain't gonna play him. So we might as well just be a run first team. That let James Robinson do that. If we let him run the ball, if we give him 25 touches a game, 25, 30 touches a game, that's gonna be 100 yards off real. Nobody can stop our running. Nobody. We stop ourselves from running because our defense can't stop shit and they keep scoring points on us. But yeah, that was our only bright side, to be honest, is James Robinson. We had a lot of injuries. Josh Allen got hurt. I don't think it's that bad. I didn't read. I haven't heard nothing that said anything, but I don't think it's that bad. DJ Hayden, I think he pulled a hamstring or something. He came off the field limping. He was on the bike. Daniel Thomas, he caught an interception. No, that's not him. Was it Daniel? I think Daniel Thomas was the one that caught the interception. He ended up getting hurt. Sidney Jones and C.J. Henderson didn't play. So we have a lot of injuries on the defensive side, and that didn't help at all because when DJ Hayden got hurt, when C.J. Henderson got hurt, Trey Herndon had to guard the number one, and he isn't good. I keep seeing people post his PFF number on Trey Herndon. They posted it from last year. Last year he wasn't good. And me personally, a lot of people thought that he was good. He was a good replacement for Ramsey. I didn't see it at all. But this year he's not good at all. He was getting picked on all day yesterday. He's never showed me that he was a good number one corner or even a number two corner. I just felt like he's a guy to throw in there so we don't have as much talent in that position so that way we can tank. I just feel like he's just a guy. If you don't want talent in this position, you throw Trey Herndon in that position to where he's going to play his hardest, but he's not talented. So that's what it is. Trey Herndon to me is not good. I don't care what that PFF, I don't care what them weird websites, they got all these numbers and all that stuff that they generate with. We don't know how they generate it, but they generate some type of number. He's not good. Point blank period, he's not talented. That's that. Marone and Caldwell. How does Marone continue coaching this team? I mean, what is our bye week or something? He said he's fired up. Man, that quote was printed all over the place, and that was the main thing that the media here ran with, that how Marone's fired up and all that other shit. We lost, I think, 2-3 games since he's been fired up. We had 2 games that were competitive, and then we had this bullshit. So it is what it is. I don't understand how. This is the crazy thing. I honestly believe he's going to be here next year. But I honestly believe Marone and Caldwell's going to be here next year. I don't see Shad Khan firing him because after he put out that presser in 2018, he said that it's either a win or, win or go home. They didn't win. They're still here. So I don't see him firing them no time soon. But he continues to make money with the team being here. So obviously he doesn't care about wins. He can give 2 shits about wins. He just hit his 100th loss as an owner. I think he's the second fastest owner to hit 100 losses. That is crazy. 100 losses since he's been the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. But everything around the team has been a whole bunch of losing, whole bunch of losses, arguments about who we should get, and the players and the coaching and the philosophy of the team and the coordinators and all that shit. All these losses, but he's bought a soccer team since he owned the Jaguars. He's bought a wrestling. He started a wrestling company since he owned the Jaguars. He built the practice facility and the Daily Center since he owned the Jaguars. He tried to buy the Wembley Stadium since he owned the Jaguars. Now he's trying to get into Jacksonville real estate by getting Lot J. All this happened with him being a 100-loss owner. 100 losses, and he has all that positively on the business side. But when it comes to the football, we're at the very bottom. He has 100 losses, and he doesn't care. That number is going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to grow because as far as his money and his bank and everything he does is, with his other businesses, it keeps going up. It keeps going up. He keeps making millions and millions of dollars, and I don't think he cares about the football team. It's not. I don't think so. It shows he don't care about the football team. Who we have next week? I don't even know, bro. Like, it's so crazy because now I'm watching these games, not expecting. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I did say the Steelers. I thought we were gonna play the Steelers tough because we always play the Steelers tough. Every time we play them, I think they even said the stat like I think we have more wins in our not rival, but every time we match, we had, I think it was like they said 14-12, we were up. So we always play the Steelers tough, and I thought we were going to play them tough this week, but we didn't, of course. So at first I was watching this game hoping, and I was really confident that we were going to play tough, and then that bullshit. So now I'm just watching the games because I'm like my friend said. He said it's like we're in a toxic relationship and we're afraid to leave. That's how I feel as a Jaguar fan. I'm watching this toxic team, watching everything go downhill, and I'm stuck. Like I have to, like I can't leave. I'm so loyal to this team. Even if I get tickets to the game, will I turn them away? No. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out there and still watch the game, and still go out there and support the team, watch the games, even though I know they're not gonna show up. It's disappointing as a fan, and it is what it is, I guess. Next week we're gonna play whoever we're gonna play, and I'm pretty sure we're not gonna look no better than what we were this week. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and make sure you guys subscribe, share, tell your peoples, and subscribe. But that's this video.